All right, you want to do a quick mic check? Talking to the microphone.
Mike. One,
Alright, we
two,
solid.
three.
Solid. Jaycenth in the motherfucking building, man.
Yes, sir.
You already know
I'm
what
here.
it is. 10 Karat Conversations. Very special guest today. Jaycenth is in the building. I'm your
Yes, sir.
host, 10K Quasey. You already know the deal. My first question, bro.
What's up?
Who the fuck killed J.O. Cortez?
Man, so it's a crazy story, bro. But like, honestly, the biggest issue is another artist. He like a reggaeton artist. His name is Jay Cortez, and it's spelled Jhay Cortez. So like over the past 6 months, I was just getting harassed by like his fans. Like they just kept following me, like tagging my name but playing his music. Cause I guess I don't know how they got it confused, but they thought his page was mine. So like they was tagging me and all his stuff. And it was just like an influx, bro. Like every day it was at least 10, and I was just getting tired of it. And plus, I just felt like I was getting older. Like I had this name back in high school, so I just felt like I was changing.
Okay.
So I felt like it was best that it was time to change the name.
For sure.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that it was a whole nother like artist
Yeah.
fucking you up like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was more of like a personal decision.
It was a little bit of both, but it was mainly because of the confusion. And originally, my name was just J.O. It was no Cortez.
Oh, word.
But I had to add something to separate me from, because there was like a bunch of other artists named J.O. And like when you submit to get your account to access to your Apple Music account,
Yeah.
they gave me the wrong J.O. So I was like, nah, we got to eliminate that problem. So I added Cortez. And this was like when I was like 17, 18.
Okay.
And so I'm 24 now. So it's like, man, I'm a totally different person from what I was back then. So, yeah.
Word. So how long you been making music then?
I started taking it serious when I was 17. I had always wrote, like, since I was, like, 5. I was writing, like, all through middle school, high school. And then once I stopped hooping my junior year, that's when I was just like, man, I'm about to start rapping. And it was more of a, like, man, I can't ignore the fact that I love music no more. Like, it's time for me to start taking it serious. So, shit, I've been, like, making music since 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned basketball too, man. A little background.
Mm-hmm.
Homie walked in here. He remembered me from back in the day. I wasn't expecting him to remember me like that, to be honest with you. But let's give him a little background. Lil Kobe's. May he rest in peace.
Man, R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah,
favorite
man.
player.
Yeah, for sure. We could talk about that in a bit too.
Yeah.
But fucking Lil Kobe's. Yeah, your mom coached me on the team, bro.
Yeah.
Cerritos League, bro.
Yeah.
That's like a Cerritos hoop as it gets.
Yeah, for real.
That's
man.
wild.
Like I remember being in the practices, like scrimmaging against y'all. I think I was 3 or 4 years older than y'all, so I'm out there, like, you know, balling with y'all or whatever. And everybody like, damn, he good. But it's like, man, I'm just older than y'all. Y'all gonna get good soon too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you stopped hooping though, huh?
Yeah,
Like
my junior year was my last year hooping. I was supposed to like transfer schools, but it ended up falling through. So I stayed at I stayed at guard, and then I just like I'm done with it. I'm over it. So
No college.
Nah, no college. That was my plan originally, but it was just like, nah, I was cool on it. So
Was it because your music was getting some success or what?
Excuse me. Not really. I just was like, I felt like at that time, I wouldn't have been able to listen to no coach. Like,
I'm dead.
yeah, like I would have been like, bro, I'm a grown ass man. Like, you're not about to be talking to me like that. And it take a different type of discipline to really be able to like play for a coach and lock in. Cause some of them coaches be violating, like calling you all types of names and stuff. And I'd be like, man, I'm a grown ass man. I'm not about to let nobody talk to me like that. So I was just like, it's probably best I don't play. Like,
Oh, so you were trying to hoop in college?
I was at first, like, even after I stopped hooping at my high school, I was still like training and working out because I was going to Long Beach State, and I was like, man, I'm gonna just try to like walk on, but I just was like, nah, I'm cool, like, I just got over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I'm sure the people listening glad you did.
Yeah, for real. That's why I was just like, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
If I would have probably still been playing, I probably wouldn't be making music right now, and I'd much rather be doing this.
or you wouldn't be at least as deep in the game as you are already.
Exactly.
Yeah, facts. But I want to talk about your team, like the people behind you, because I know it takes a whole team to put up, to build up what you got going on, bro. Facts. Like it comes to like talking about videos, photo shoots, cover art, all that, bro. Talk about that.
So I got a great team. Shout out to my team, King, Mark, Dajay, my little brother Jai, my mom, and my uncle, my girl too. Like we all work as a collective, and honestly, the reason for a lot of the success is because of them. Like I'm able to go to them with ideas, and they, pitch their ideas back to me, and we come with the best product possible. So, a lot of the work falls on the artist, but best believe whenever you see like a major artist, just know he got a strong team behind him, because that's what it takes to make it. You got to have a strong team, and I definitely love my team.
For sure. Yeah. Do they, like, when it comes to videos, though, I'm curious. That's what I'm most curious about. Like, what's the process behind a Jaycenth video nowadays?
So, usually I come with, like, the treatment or idea, and I present it to them. And then we just build on that, because we, I don't know if you've seen, like, on YouTube, the director always says Fab Five, and that's the team. So, it's pretty much just us coming up with the treatment, because we already know how we want everything to look. We know how we want it shot. So we pretty much just relay that message to the videographer, and they execute what we came up with. So, It's really a collective effort. I might come up with the skeleton of the treatment, and they add stuff. Or somebody else might come up with an idea, and we just build on it and go from there. Yeah.
So are you saying that... So, like, who are your parents, or is your mom and your brother and the team, like, on site with you when you're shooting?
Yeah, okay. They on the location. We all be around, and they all be giving their ideas to the videographer, like, nah, get them at this angle. So it's like a collective effort. They come, they help set up, they tearing everything down, making sure we staying on schedule. Like, my mom usually always prints out, like, a schedule, so it's like, if we booked a studio for a certain amount of time, it's like, all right, for this, we got this amount of time for this scene, this amount of time for this scene. Last 15 minutes is for cleanup. So, like, it's really a collective effort all the way around.
Yo, shout out to moms.
Yeah,
man.
For real. Shout out moms. Yeah.
I feel like that's rare, like, in the rap game. Like, you don't see too many mothers on set when it comes to video shoots and shit.
Right, for real.
A lot of moms don't even be really supporting them,
the
like
music,
that.
Yeah.
So that's a change of pace for sure.
I'm definitely thankful, moms, for real. Bro.
Yeah. Is she still, like, coaching ball?
Nah. She stopped once my brother got of age.
Okay.
But, so she hasn't coached. I be asking her, like, you ever miss coaching? And she be like, yeah. So maybe when I have kids, she'll maybe coach one of them. So
okay.
We'll see.
I see.
Yeah.
And then the photo shoots, like, how do your photo shoots get coordinated? Same way?
Same way. I usually come to my team and be like, man, I want to do a photo shoot, and then we'll all look at locations, pick the location, pick the photographer, and go from there.
Do you have, like, a favorite? Because I looked at your feed, and it looked like the same, like you was in the same studio, no?
Yeah.
Same photographer, maybe?
Same photographer, for sure. That's Ivan, my boy, I.
Shout out to photographers, man.
Yeah.
They don't get... I don't think they get enough credit in the rap game.
They don't, man. They don't. It's important. They the ones that make you look good.
Yeah, so. Facts. You could and you could look as drippy as you want, but if the photo ain't taken right, like the angle ain't right, like what you really doing?
They important.
For sure. Yeah, man. Shout out your team. I could tell you got a good team behind you. Like, as you said, you got to credit the artist, but as you also said, there's also definitely a fat team behind all the big artists nowadays, and it's usually a record label.
Yeah,
for sure. It's cool that you have, like, family behind you, because I feel like that makes it more organic.
It's more organic. It's no tricks. You ain't gotta worry about nobody turning on you or none of that. It's like this all family. So it's love.
No money issues or less money issues.
Right. So, I mean, some people, but it's not with my team. For real.
I like that. So what do you know about the Cerritos rap scene?
It's starting to build. It's a lot of up and coming artists in Cerritos right now. I'm tapped in with most of them. If we don't have no songs together, I at least give them a listen or whatnot. But I'm starting to see a lot of them come up. So that's a good thing. I want people to be able to put on for the city because not a lot of people know about Cerritos. So
that's a fact. Where do you say you're from?
Cerritos. It's funny because I always tell this story. I was somewhere. I think it was like at some club in Orange County, and the promoter was asking me like, "Where you from?" And I told him, "I'm from Cerritos." He's like, "You sure you want me to say that when I'm introducing you?" He's like, "You want to say L.A. or Long Beach or something?" I'm like, "Man, I'm from Cerritos." I was like, "I'm not hiding nothing, bro. This is my city." So then he's like, "All right." Introduced me. He didn't even say no city. He was like, "Oh, this is J.O. Cortez from such and such." I'm like, "Oh, wow."
I'm dead.
Yeah, but it's just like I always let it be known like I'm from Cerritos.
Yeah. Where was that venue at? Where were you performing?
It was somewhere in Orange County. I can't remember the venue. It was like 2 or 3 years ago, but it was somewhere in Orange County. That's all I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been doing live shows then?
Yeah. Before the pandemic, I was, trying to at least do like a show or performance a month at least, trying to get it in. So
they helped you out, like getting your name out there?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna say the biggest one that helped me out the most was I opened up for Polo G in 2019 at the Novo. So and I actually got like quite a few followers from that event. Said my Instagram, and then I had people hitting me up like, "Bro, you was the best opening performance." This, and like some of them dudes is still like tapping in with me today. That was 2 years ago, and it's like some of them still reaching out today. Like, "Bro, you still killing it." Like, I can't wait till you the headliner at the Novo. So it's like it's tight. Mm-hmm. It's tight.
Was at that point was your family getting you those types of venues too, or were you like on your own? Or?
No, this was usually my shows is my manager Keem or somebody on the team will get the shows.
Okay.
So that's usually how they present the shows to me. Say, "Hey, you want to perform here?" And then if I like what it's looking like, I perform. Usually I perform at all of them because the more exposure, the better. So
facts. Damn, bro. So like in terms of your music, then do you make music to perform it? What's your process when you're making a song now?
Sometimes I keep in mind like, oh, this will go crazy. Like if I say this line, this is a line like the crowd can repeat back. So definitely with some songs I take into consideration like how would it perform at shows. Cause I've with experience doing a couple shows, you kind of see what works and what don't. Mm-hmm. So when I'm recording, I keep in mind like certain things is gonna work better when I perform. Certain songs will work better. So I definitely take that into consideration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I wanted to point out was that your talking voice is like way different than
my rapping voice. Yeah. I always say that like I don't sound the same at all. And people tell me that all the time. It's like, man, you sound totally different.
It's a fact.
Yeah, like a different person. That's why when I first started rapping, my family didn't even know it was me. Like, I would play something or they would hear something, and they like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "Man, that's me." But, like, now they can tell, but at first they couldn't.
Who'd they think it was?
I don't know. They was just like, "Man, I don't know who this is." But it sound cool.
Uh-huh. But now I feel like now you got your signature sound.
Yeah, okay. Definitely. I do try to play, like, with different tones. Like, you should still be able to recognize who it is, but, like, I do try to use like higher voices, lower voices, just to kind of have that range of voice and tone when you're recording.
Mm-hmm. It's important.
Yeah.
For sure. Damn. All right. I want to talk about the album. It's just different. Mm-hmm. How did that like? Talk about that, man. Like the whole process behind it. Like what was going through your head.
It's just different. Was really, I started putting to use of my mic. I got at home. At first, I had bought a mic when I first started rapping. This was like my first year in college. I had got a mic, and I was recording, but I didn't really know how to work the software I was using. It like I didn't have no compressors, no reverb on it, so it was just straight raw vocal. So I would be giving it to engineers to try and mix, and they were like, "Bro, like this is terrible. Like we can't do nothing with this." So it's like, damn. So I was just like, man, I bought a mic for no reason. So I started recording, and like I would just be writing all the time at home, and then I would go to the studio, book a session, and like everything that I had been working on, I would just record it that night. But well, it's just different. I started putting to use my mic again. I went on YouTube, just was like, man, good vocal presets for recording. Um, learn the software a little bit more, and then I started to record, and the more I recorded, the better the song started to get. I started to see what worked and what template was best for me. So that's how It's Just Different came about. So I would just really be coming home every day, getting on the mic and just experimenting with beats. And then I got in contact with a new producer, Chris Fuego, and he sent me a pack, and like every beat in the pack was like fire. So I was just like, man, I'm about to just start recording on all of them. So that's kind of, it was a bunch of different stuff, and it meshed with like each of my different styles. So It's Just Different, I wanted to show the versatility. So that's why you got a lot of different sounds on that album. So
yeah, I was gonna ask about the production. Chris Fuego.
Yeah, I think he produced the majority of the records on there.
Okay,
the original and the deluxe.
Okay, so, for sure. Was that like two separate sessions, the original and the deluxe?
Yeah. So original, I like recorded majority of the songs at home, but there was still some songs that I recorded like at an actual studio. The deluxe is all at home. Like I think I did like majority of the songs in like a week for the deluxe. So like I think it's 9 on there. Like I just did all those songs in like maybe a week or two, and that's how that came about. I was just in the zone, just pumping the songs out, and every song I was making was like fire at the time. So I'm like, man, I'm about to put out the deluxe. So
hell yeah.
That's how that one came about.
How has your like mindset shifted since that album?
Since that one, I'm just more confident. I feel like It's Just Different was really the beginning for me. I'm comfortable with my voice. I'm comfortable in my range and know what I can do and can't do. So it's like I stay in my pocket. Even though it's like it's real versatile, I know what works for me the best. It's like that was kind of me experimenting, and now that I did the experimentation, now it's like I'm in that pocket of knowing what to do. Like I'm just comfortable now. Like I can just crank out a song like that. And that's just, from practice of just me constantly recording every day. It becomes like muscle memory almost. Like it's just natural.
Yeah. Dude, I'm excited for your next album then.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
For sure.
It's if you like It's Just Different. If you like my old music, you're going to love this.
Okay. Because on It's Just Different, it sounded like you already had the formula down.
Yeah.
As from a listener's point of view. So, like, you saying that you had to do that to get even more confident and even find a more deep pocket, that you could really thrive in is, like, super exciting from a listener's point of view.
Right.
I'm like, shit. And I wanted to talk about the Kellen Frill feature, too, how that came about.
So, my boy George is Kalen's manager.
Oh, okay.
And like him at the time, my cousin and him, my manager and George was running a clothing line together, Infantry. And I had this record, and I was just like, man, this would be perfect with Kalen. So we told George, and he was like, for sure, I'm going to see what I could do. And then my creative director, Mark, he had pulled up and was just like, man, like, let me talk to Kay. He put up on George, like, let me talk to Kay, like, see if we can get the song done. He's like, for sure. Sent it over. He sent it back probably like the next couple of days, and that was it. And then like,
word.
So yeah, that's how that came about, and it's still going crazy.
That song?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still going crazy.
For sure. The deluxe going crazy?
Yeah. It's doing well.
Hell yeah.
It's doing well.
Hell yeah. I also wanted to mention, or I was curious about what your music sounded like, like prior to your album drops. Like SoundCloud? Were you on SoundCloud or what?
I was on SoundCloud a little bit. I dropped my first like mixtape in high school. I put that on SoundCloud, and that was just all bars. I wasn't really comfortable with my melodic side yet. That came over time, but honestly, like when I first started rapping, I was just trying to do anything like Kendrick did. I was just trying to sound like Kendrick. I actually made like when To Pimp a Butterfly came out, I made like a whole mixtape that was just like basically an imitation of that album. So
Okay. On your woke shit.
Yeah.
Black Pride.
And experimenting. But I deleted that, so you'll never hear it. If you didn't hear it then, you ain't gonna never hear it again. But it just took me I feel like every artist when they first start, they go through that phase. They trying to sound like who they listen to.
Yeah, facts.
You gotta go through that phase in order to, find what works for you, find your voice, find your lane. And I just went through that process, and now I'm here. So.
Man. See, cause I didn't see too much on your SoundCloud.
Yeah, I had took all of my old music down. I took a lot of it down. A lot of people still be hitting me up like, man, when you gonna put that first mixtape back up? I'm like, man, it's probably never gonna be back up because it's just a reflection of me, and I feel like I've grown and matured so much since then. Like, I wouldn't want that music out there, and it wasn't mixed properly or nothing. And it's like I want everything to be quality. So
yeah, as you should, bro. As you stepping up in the game, like you I don't need people to hear that old shit no more, bro. You different man out here now. But bro, how many times a week do you get told that you sound like Kendrick? A week.
A week?
No, I'm just playing. Because bro, that's the like a fair comparison in my head. Like I drew that comparison even before you said it. Like
so. I don't get it as much, but I used to. Like a couple years ago, like I would get like, you look like Kendrick, you sound like Kendrick, and I was just getting it a lot. Like I'll never forget. I'm at this party one time. It's in like North Hollywood or somewhere. I'm sitting on the couch. These two dudes just staring at me, and I'm like, fuck is these niggas looking at? Like, what's good? So they I asked them like what's up? Like, can I help y'all? And they like, oh, my bad, bro. Like, I thought you was Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, niggas trying to be funny. Like, I don't look that much like him, but he's my favorite rapper. So, I mean,
take it.
At a point in time, I was trying to sound like him, but I feel like at this stage in my career, like, I definitely have my own sound.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't think you sound like Kendrick.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't heard your old shit. Like, I haven't heard the album you talking about, that To Pimp a Butterfly spinoff.
Yeah.
Today, you don't sound like Kendrick.
Yeah.
Or look like Kendrick. So. I don't know what them niggas talking about.
I don't know, man. I think it's because I'm short and got
maybe the eyes.
Bro. The eyes. People say the eyes, and then, like, both our ears kind of, like, stick out, so they be like, man, you kind of look like him, and I was like, nah. When I was younger, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of favored him, but now I don't think so that much.
Okay, word. I asked, wait, so you did go to college or you didn't?
I went to college for like a year, well, more like a semester. I went to Long Beach State for a semester, and then I dropped out, and I was just recording every day. Like, my goal was to at least like crank out like 3 freestyles. I was just using instrumentals. And I stopped going to school and was just like, man, I'm about to just record. So I was like recording hundreds of freestyles. And then my mom was like, man, you need to go back to school. So I tried to go back that second semester. I went to the first class and they was like, yeah, we going to have like an essay every week. I ain't never went back to that class. I mean, I wasn't in and out of school for years, but I haven't been in school since like 2017, 2018. So.
Just not for you type.
Man, like, shit. I was always good at school, but I never liked it. Like, I didn't like studying, nothing. It was just all, for me, like, I just could remember everything. Like, oh, this on the test tomorrow. I just look at it, take the test, and I get like a 90% and ain't study or nothing. But I never really developed good study habits, and you need that for college. So it just didn't work out.
Yeah, that's definitely a need. Must have for college.
For real.
Yeah.
That's really the main thing. Like, being able to just time managing and like all this other stuff, making sure you got time to study and do your homework. Me, I got too much other shit to be doing. I'm trying to juggle 3 jobs and still make music. So I'm cool on school.
3 jobs? Yeah,
at the time I was working 3 jobs when I was like 19, 20. I was like at Target, Shoe Palace, and Planet Fitness. Like I was working at all three of them at the same time.
Fuck no.
Yeah, and it was bad. So I was just like, I was still going to school at that time, but after like a couple weeks of doing school, I was I gotta drop one of them, and I dropped school. So.
Out of your 3 jobs, and then school and then rapping.
Yeah, I gotta drop one of them. And I was like school, cause I was getting money from the 3 jobs to fund into my music. So I was like, I'm gonna keep the job. School is the only one where it kind of don't fit in the equation. So,
damn. Yeah. I mean, shit. That's more power to you, bro.
Yeah.
What'd your mom say about that, or what she think about that?
At first she was kind of hot, but like she support me 100% with the music. Like she believes in me, so she like, let's do it.
Word, bro. What are like your music goals at this point? I feel like you've reached a couple.
Yeah, I reached a couple. I just more focus on the music. I just want my music to be well received. I want to make music for my fans and make music that for people that love music. I think that's the most important thing to me. The sales and stuff is cool, but as long as there's people out there that really genuinely love my music, that's good with me. Yeah. But obviously I want to see some success, and as I continue to grow, I'm seeing more and more success. So that's definitely some of my goals. Grammy stuff like that.
Word.
Yeah.
Do you take any off days at this point?
Nah. Nah. Especially recently, it's something every day. And I at least try to record a song a day. If I don't record a song, at least come up with some melodies, write some bars down. But I need to do something every day to keep my brain working. If you go too dormant for a while, it's like, damn, you out of rhythm. It's like basketball. If you're not practicing and working on your game, people gonna start to pass you up. So
yep.
I look at music that same way. I want to keep that same mentality.
Yeah, you're gonna start fumbling.
Right.
On and off the court.
You gotta stay on it.
Yeah.
You gotta stay on it.
I believe in you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Real shit.
Appreciate it.
Just know that. At least you got that in your corner, bro.
Yeah,
I know your family there and all that, but shit, I see the work ethic. I fuck with the music.
Appreciate
so that's like I'm glad you take a more musical approach to things versus like I want this, and this.
Right.
Without necessarily working for it.
Right.
The music first.
Yeah, music first always. I think a lot of people glamorize the lifestyle, and that's why they want to, make rap or make music, because they see the benefits of everything that comes with it. But me, it's like the music first. I don't care about all the glitz and glamour. Like, I still make music if I didn't make no money from it. It's just the fact that this is what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? So, don't get me wrong. I don't mind getting money. Like, that's cool with me, but the music is always most important.
Yeah. Dude, I also think that people glamorize the lifestyle, but they also don't realize like the negatives behind it.
Yeah, it's a
lot.
lot.
The shit that like there's a target on your back at all times if you got money. Period.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a rap star.
Right.
Like that's just one thing. The target on your back. Like
they say that rapping is the most dangerous job.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like you gotta watch for people trying to rob you, people betraying you, and then it's like the media be looking at you in a negative light.
Yeah.
And it's like people be trying to set up traps, and it's like, look how many rappers we losing. Like it's sad. It's like we should be treated like movie stars. Like you don't see them getting killed and getting shot and all that type of stuff. Like they only do that to rappers. Like if you just look at music, period, not any other genre, you won't see nothing happen like this. It's only in rap. It's now crazy.
Now rap's like the biggest genre of music.
Yeah.
That definitely plays a factor why so many people want to be rappers.
Right.
Because they're hearing it all day.
Right.
But they're not experiencing the life. They don't really know what
they don't know what comes with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, dude, I'm glad to hear your take on it. Like the whole like, I'm glad to hear your take on it, bro.
Yeah.
For sure. It makes it more real and genuine.
Right.
100%.
Right.
100%, bro. What does Giants represent to you? I see it on the chain.
Yeah, so Giants, that's the record label. It's an acronym. It means God is always needed to succeed. And it's just something that I've always looked at, like black record labels like Death Row, Bad Boys, LaFace, and I admire what they did. Even Master P with No Limit Records, just black entrepreneurs doing stuff for their people. You know, being able to get young black people and give them a platform and changing their lives forever. Like, those record labels open so many doors for young black people, and that's what I want to do with the record label. I just want to be able to provide opportunities for up and coming artists, because I know how hard it is to get a deal, and I know majority of the deals is shady. Like, I want to make sure you got a good deal and just be able to provide you with that platform you need to, you know, ultimately people, a lot of people rap to do better for their family. They want better for their family. So I want to give those young black artists and young artists that opportunity to be able to take care of their family.
So this is a up and running record label already?
Yeah.
Okay. So you release your music through them currently?
Yep.
And you're looking to sign artists eventually?
Eventually.
Okay.
That's what I want to get to eventually. And
word, bro.
Just allowing artists to have a platform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what it represented.
Yes, sir.
That's a tight acronym, too.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
Like, that's deeper than I ever would have assumed it to be.
Yeah, and people, whenever they see it, they always ask me, like, oh, you a Giants fan? I'm like, nah, man, it's an acronym. But
with the Sox hat on?
Yeah.
Are you talking about football? Or?
I'm talking about the football team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't rock with the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't even rock with the New York Giants, honestly, but nah, this
Dodger
Giants
fan?
records. Dodgers fan, yeah.
Gotta
Dodgers, Lakers, and football, I'm a Titans fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
I was a Falcons fan, but they just traded Julio to the Titans. So, and Julio, my favorite player.
Oh, you following the quarterback? Is that the quarterback?
He a wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, man, I'm going. I said it too. I was like, they trade him, I'm going wherever he goes. So he went to the Titans. I'm a Titans fan.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta respect it, man.
Yeah.
that player loyalty, bro.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. So we gotta talk about the upcoming album, man.
Mm-hmm.
God's timing.
God's timing.
Talk about that.
Man, God's timing is just I've been working on this music for a while, and while I've been working on it, everything has just been lining up perfectly for me. Like, it's been like all these things happening around me is just happening for the good, and it's just like with this album I felt like it was perfect timing, you know, and what's more perfect than God. So that's why I was like, instead of calling it perfect timing, I'm gonna call it God's timing, because everything works on God's timing, you know. And I just feel like everything's aligning, coming together, and, you know, everything's happening at the right time. So that's what the album is. It's just me really not flexing, but shedding light on, like, I'm about to take off. Like, everything is lining. It's my time right now. Mm-hmm. So that's how I can describe the album.
Okay. So that's like the background and what it means to you.
Yeah.
What does it sound like?
What does it sound like? So my two biggest like projects are 22 and 6, and it's just different. And they are big in their own aspect. 22 and 6 is really the kind of like the coming out party for me, to people to get familiar with me as an artist. And then it's just different with showing my versatility as an artist. So you take both of those two, put them together with supreme confidence. I feel like my song making is, you know, elevated, and just the ability to write and craft and create songs. So that's what God's timing is. It's basically just me at my best as an artist. So, and I feel like this is really just me starting the beginning of that run I'm about to go on.
Okay. You mean like just future successes?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the beginning of that. So
okay.
This is gonna be the one that gets me in the door for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
You already know, huh?
I believe it.
Yeah.
100%. It's really no doubt in my mind. It's just a matter of execution.
Mm-hmm.
So
do you be stressing over like the little things at this point?
I used to a lot, but Now I'm more like, as far as like business stuff, is that's not really my concern. I'm more concerned about like little things with the music. So
I see.
now that I'm recording at home, I got a complete control. Like I don't have to tell an engineer to do something. I'm the one that's engineering it. So it's like I'll sit here and do this one line over and over and over until I feel like it's perfect. It's just every song is like perfection because it's like it's all recorded at home. It's all me just really taking my time and making sure I'm delivering the best product. Mm-hmm. So I just started to pay more attention to little things on songs, and really just me honing in and locking in and being able to do exactly what I want on the record. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm curious, what are some like the small things on the business side that used to stress you out that you don't stress out over no more?
Like release dates, making sure everything went to plan. I'll be submitting my albums, and like sometimes it would get pushed back because there was things I needed to change or something like that. So I really used to just kind of get stressed and overwhelmed with that, but it's just like at this point it's like I'm not really too stressed over it now because I'm so focused on the music. Like as long as the music is perfect and I know that the body of work is where it's supposed to be, all of that is gonna fall in line. It don't matter when it come out. Whenever it come out, it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. Mm-hmm.
So release dates. I'm asking you this so you have a better structure of like how your own mind works of like how far you've come, you know.
Right.
So you said release dates, and like what else used to stress you out?
Release dates. I can't really think the other ones right now. Release dates was always like and I would just be trying to make sure like everything like rolled out perfectly, like the album roll out. Like man, we have to do this on this day. And like not being patient, I didn't have a lot of patience. I was just always in that moment, like let's do it right now. But it's like sometimes you just gotta wait, let things marinate for a little bit before you try to hurry up and move on to the next thing. They still on that. We know that you off that already, but it's people that's still catching up. So it's like, especially with putting out music, I used to be like, I gotta drop something every such and such, because it's like I felt like I would be feeling like that everything is passing me by. It's like, damn, like this one didn't work. I gotta get to the next one. It's like, man, like chill, like just relax. Let them, music. Sometimes it takes time for music to be discovered. I always relate back to this story. They say like Trap Queen by Fetty Wap. It took like 2 years to like finally blow up. So it's like sometimes you really just gotta sit and let a record do what it's supposed to do. And as I continue to grow as an artist, that's one thing that I've learned, to just have patience.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that is like perfect for your album title. God's timing.
It's all timing. It's all God's timing.
Yeah. I feel like, excuse me, that just all brings it all together. Like, it's almost perfect the way you go about your shit now.
Right.
The way you go about your, even naming your albums.
Yeah.
And like how it actually relates to you in your real life and shit. That's tight.
Yeah. Everything is calculated, for real. Everything is calculated and done with purpose. So,
as it should be.
Yeah.
As it should be. Okay, this is a question that I'm very curious to know about. Is Jaycenth invested in Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, I kind of missed the Bitcoin train, man.
No, you didn't.
I got some of it. Like, obviously, I can't buy a whole Bitcoin right now, but I got like fractions of it. I be on the crypto. I be on the stocks. When I was first getting into it, I was locked in. Like, I be checking the stock. Like, the minute I seen it going down, it was, oh no, I gotta sell this. But as I'm getting older, like I guess as you get older, you become wiser. So it's like, bro, chill. Like, you don't gotta be like so rushed. Like stocks go up and down all the time. So now I just invest it, let it sit. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. Like AMC, I had some AMC like last year, and it had started to go down. I panicked and sold it, and now look at AMC now. It's like $60 a share. So it's like if I would have just held it, I think I had it at like $5 or $8 or something, and I probably had like 10, 20 shares. And it's like if I would have just not rushed and not panicked and sold, I would have been way up right now, but it's just like, man, you live and you learn. So.
You know what I need you to do right now? I need you to look at that camera right there on the bottom and say, buy and hold.
Buy and hold. For real. Buy and hold. Just hold. Don't panic sell. That's what be killing you, the panic sell. So.
Yeah, bro. And now that they heard it from you, they'll do it for sure.
Yeah, for real. Believe me.
Jaycenth got the influence, man. You heard the AMC ups and downs, man. Just buy and hold, diamond hands, man. But you're not too late on the Bitcoin train, bro. I'm telling you right now, Bitcoin is gonna keep going up.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I got my little fractions, but I remember when Bitcoin like originally came out. Like I remember that movie Dope, and they was talking about Bitcoin, and this was like 2015. And I was just, at the time, I'm young. I probably was 17, 18. I'm like, man, ain't nobody worry about no fucking digital currency. Like, what the hell is that, bro? Like, I need money like I can physically have. And it's like, back then, they was cheap. Like, I probably could have had like 10 of them. And it's just like, now that shit, I don't know what it's at now, but this is definitely like 56,000 or so. It's probably higher than that now, but it's just like.
It's not like 40 today.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's just like. You live and you learn, man. You gotta kind of follow your own judgment sometimes, like, and just sometimes things just take time. It's like it's patience, just having like, oh shit. I wish I would have just like, man, let me just have one just in case this shit do blow up. Like if going back, I would have obviously did it now, but like just moving forward, I just do things like when Dogecoin went up, I had bought it like super low. So when it took off, I was up, and I was just like, I'm not even going to sell it. Like, look what Bitcoin did. What if this shit go up to 56,000? I got all this Dogecoin I got now. So I'm going to just hold it, like, regardless if it go up or down. It's just I'm going to just keep it.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Not to get too technical here, but, I'm interested in investments and shit. So you shouldn't buy anything that you're not willing to lose.
Right.
First of all. So you should be able to put something in that you don't panic sell,
right? Because
you see it losing or you see it going down. But yeah, that's my main takeaway. I feel like more young Black people needs to know about investing.
It's money to be made out there for sure, especially if you know what you're doing and take it seriously. And don't invest like, man. If you only got $100 to your name, I wouldn't suggest putting that entire 100 in, because it's like,
hell no.
It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if the minute this shit go down, you gonna panic like, damn, that's all my money. Like, you just gotta know that the investing game is a long game. So.
Yeah, that's another point, bro. You gotta think about it long term.
Right, long term for sure. So.
For sure. All right, quick little investment tangent, a little money tangent. I know you talk about money in your music a lot. We gotta switch it up, maybe some digital money, for the future.
Start rapping about making it rain with Bitcoin.
Hell yeah, bro. We in the strip club with Bitcoins, baby.
For real.
That sounds so lit, man. We gonna be there 2045, man.
Man, Bitcoin.
Hey, man. That's Bitcoin all I know.
Showers.
That's all I know. But yeah, I had to ask. That's God's timing right there. If you're not invested in Bitcoin, do yourself a favor. Go get you a couple Bitcoin, man. You heard it from Jaycenth himself, man. Buy and hold, man. Please do yourself a favor, man. All right, back to the music though. What's your like biggest rap industry pet peeve?
Let me
think about that one. If you got two.
It's gimmicks for me. Like when you can clearly tell an artist is doing this thing for a reaction, like just doing some silly idiotic shit just because you think you gonna get some views. Like that's my biggest pet peeve. Like, not to like call anybody out, but like, you know what a gimmick is when somebody walking and like just doing some little controversy shit just to get what they label clout. Like, I hate that word. Like,
me too.
Yeah, like that's the biggest thing that I can't stand about the rap industry is people with these gimmicks that's just doing stuff to try and get attention and try and create controversy just because they know controversy sells. So definitely that.
Gimmicks.
Yeah.
You got a second one maybe? Or that we could talk about that for a minute, bro. Just the gimmicks in the rap game, because I feel like it's even artists up there that is like still hella gimmicky.
Yeah,
you feel me? And
it
so
is.
like the labels allowing it, or the labels are what is it like encouraging it,
condoning it, because they know it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, you gotta realize it's the music business. So the labels is always gonna do what's best for the business. So if they see this artist that's out here causing all this trouble, but it's causing people to click and, you know, buy the music, they're gonna be like, oh, we about to sign him, because we know that people is gonna be interested in whatever he's doing. It's like, if you got a good personality, a label can turn you into a star, because it's like the people are gonna connect with you because they like you. The label can give you all the best writers and all the best producers to where they can make songs for you, and all you got to do is just sell your personality. If you do that, people are going to buy into it, and they're going to buy the music. And it's like, it's just a business, man. You got to know that when you're getting into it. It's a business.
Do you think it's a lot of rappers nowadays that aren't necessarily ready for the industry?
For sure. I think a lot of the times when you see people like crash and burn is because they got success too early. Like, they wasn't ready for it. They got all this money so quick, everything happened so fast, and they don't know what to do with it. It's like, damn, I just went from being, you know, poor to now I got millions of dollars. And when you don't know how to manage the money, you don't know how to really behave, that's how you lose it all.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like now I'm prepared. Like, back then I would be stressing, like, damn, why I'm not seeing no success? It's because you wasn't ready for it. I probably would have got all that money and squandered it all. I probably would have been spending hundreds of thousands on chains and cars and stuff, the flashy lifestyle, and it's just like, I wasn't ready for it back then. But now it's like, I'm more aware. I know how to manage my money better and stuff like that. So if it does come, I'm prepared for it. I'm not going to be, you know, like just out here running around crazy, you know, doing all types of different stuff with my money. It's like, I'll probably take 10% of what I make, put the rest up, or invest the rest, and, you know, do stuff like that, to where it's like, you want your money to make money for you. You don't want to just be spending money. So
it's I'm sure you heard like people who win the lottery like lose it instantly, just as quickly as you get money you could lose it. You know?
For real.
Financial literacy is a problem in the community. You know, financial literacy. So I feel like labels like kind of prey on that.
They do.
Like they give you a huge advance. They say, go make us some albums, motherfucker.
And they don't realize that advance is a loan that you got to pay back. Like,
exactly.
If you don't recoup that, you
cut.
Fucked. Yeah,
you cut done. And you in debt.
Yeah.
And you with nobody.
And you still going to run us our money back. Like,
yeah, you in debt.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, the Giants label, how do y'all, like, what's y'all separating factor between, like, a super big industry label that's doing shit like that?
From an artist standpoint, it's like, I'm not looking to really make no real money off of these guys. My stance is more, I want to be able to provide that opportunity that they can't get with these major labels. The major labels is going to give them that platform, but they going to be taking so much from that artist. It's like, bro, we don't even want all of that money. Like, we just want you to be able to have that platform, because it's like, it's hard to get a deal. Especially when you being yourself, being authentic, being real. It takes a little bit longer than if you had like a gimmick, or, you know, was doing some controversial things.
Yep.
But I just want to be able to provide people with that platform to be able to, you know, see that success. And it's like, I'm not really stressing over like how much I'm getting out of the deal. It's like, hey, as long as I was able to make sure this guy got on and now he's doing the best he can and he is able to take care of his family, I'm cool. Like, you know, that's most important to me. And I don't want to just be in the music business. I want to, you know, go into entertainment all around. Like, have like a sports agency. My brother's an actor. I want to do, be able to produce movies, films and stuff like that.
Word.
So it's like I want Giants Records to be really just like a whole entertainment business and be able to provide opportunities for people, for young writers, for young actors, actresses, and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm hearing this deeper than music.
Yeah, it's for
way
sure.
Deeper than music.
For sure.
Deeper than you.
Yeah.
Deeper than your family. Like,
yeah.
That shit goes deep, bro. Like,
yeah.
I feel you on that. Like, just trying to build an empire.
And to be able to give back and provide the opportunities, because it's a lot of people out here with talent, and great abilities. They just don't have the opportunity, and that's where Giants is gonna step in and do. Give them that opportunity.
I respect that, bro. We need more of that.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of individuals out here that are thinking just about them. And they have the power to give back, but they need all the power to themselves.
Right.
Right. So that I feel like that's almost energy wasted.
Yeah.
Like you stressing yourself out too much instead of like sharing the wealth, spreading the wealth.
We gotta share the wealth. When you look at other communities, all they people be solid. It's really only in like rap in the black community where it's like people is kind of like they don't want to bring you with them. Like they don't want to pull you up. And I'm trying to get us out of that. I want it to be where it's like everybody's solid, the whole team's solid. Everybody is doing their own thing. Everybody has the chance to be great and reach success, So
I think that has more value than money.
Yeah.
Because there's more of a family aspect to it. And as a family, like with or without money, like y'all still going to be together.
Right.
And love each other.
Always.
So when that money come into play, it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
So you got to keep it on the family tip, like really know what you really want to do, what your goal is.
Right.
Because the labels and shit only trying to sign you for cash. Like they only see you for cash.
They look at you as an investment.
Exactly.
It's like
you are an investment.
Yeah, you're an investment. How much money can this artist make for us? So
yeah, okay. I like the labels take on it, man.
Yeah,
that's good shit. Yes,
sir. Thank you.
Of course, man. All right, bro. We covered quite a bit of topics today.
Yeah, we did.
Got to pick your brain a little bit.
Yes, sir.
If you got any shout outs or final words you want to do, look into that camera, say what you got to say.
All right. Next single is coming soon, July 2nd. Next single, you heard it here first, July 2nd. Next single. So be on the lookout for it. It's coming soon, and we about to get ready to start rolling everything out, so get ready. It's going to be a hot summer for real.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yes, sir.
10 Karat Conversations. You got any shout-outs you want to do?
Shout out to my team, man. Giants Records, everybody. Love y'all. We about to take over. Shout out my producer, Chris Fuego. Engineer, Manny. Shout out to everybody, man.
Shout out to you, Jaycenth, bro. Appreciate you for coming on the show.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. With that being said, that's a wrap. Till next time, catch us on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, everywhere you get podcasts. Make sure to stream Jaycenth. Where can they find you on your music at?
On all digital streaming platforms, I'm everywhere. Just type in my name, Jaycenth.
There you go.
Jaycenth.
Formerly known as
J.O. Cortez.
J.O. Cortez. All right, yo.